What's going on? Welcome back to another shop tour video. Today we are in Arkansas at Backwoods Adventure Mods. We're doing two things. We're going to take a look at the brand new Backwoods / FSR HQ, but first we're going to meet Chris Chandler, the owner, over at the manufacturing side of things, so we can see everything go from raw materials all the way down to shipped and finished products. Now, Backwoods has absolutely exploded onto the scene because they make some of the best aftermarket armor and accessories, roof racks, front bumpers, rear bumpers, skid plates, rock sliders for Toyota trucks. Without any further ado, let's make our way over to the main manufacturing facility. We're gonna meet up with Chris, and let's see what he can show us today. All right, guys, I'm here with Chris Chandler, the owner, the operator, the mastermind behind the Chandler Capital Group, and we're here in Arkansas. Chris, tell us a little bit about everything that's happening, and then we'll obviously go through and do the entire tour, but tell us a little bit about you, tell us about the company, and fill in the audience at home with what's going on here.
Yeah, so owner and CEO of Chandler Capital Group. Our company's been around 48 years, so almost to the 50-year threshold. Super excited, I'm the third generation in it. My grandfather started it, and my dad was here with us for about 30 years of that process too, and my wife and I run this company together. So, and we've really changed it from kind of a single market product offering to multiple markets, all automotive related. So everything we invest in or touch or manufacture is all automotive based. So sometimes it's parts and pieces for other companies. Sometimes it's our own product, like the Backwoods brand or the Chandler Truck Accessories brand, etc. So we have our own product designs, our own market that we sell to, and own development process, etc.
Okay.
So,
tell me a little bit about, we're here for Backwoods mainly,
for sure.
right? We
Yeah.
do a lot of off-road, overland stuff.
Yes.
But tell me a little bit more about CTA, Backwoods, a little bit about everything, just so people understand what's behind all this massive facility we've got here.
Yeah, so this facility that we're in now we have 7 acres, about 100,000 square feet on this campus. It's broken up into a couple different buildings. This building we're in now is our raw material, kind of our prep work side, and then it moves into our mass production area after that. Total in the company, we have 120 employees, and it's all broken into different like pods or divisions. So it's a big company, but also we treat it like little small companies. So like Backwoods, for example, Backwoods has a small team. They're in charge of their own product development, their own marketing, their own production, their own sales, etc., customer delivery, and we work with them directly. So like our executive team is one-on-one with our Backwoods team, our CTA team, and we're here to help them build their goals. Very, not part of the big picture as far as spread apart. So we're trying to keep everyone all in these small groups.
Compartmentalized,
yeah.
right?
Everyone understands how to do every job. That's another thing that we work on too. So that's how I grew up in this company, is sweeping the floor,
do everything,
making parts,
especially as the owner,
selling. Yeah. So I grew up here as a kid all the way through till now. So being able to jump in and help, it's so beneficial for our team to be that way too. So like we try to teach that way and help everyone grow into different roles. So like at our Christmas lunch we had recently, we talked about how many people have moved up into different spots that have been here for a long time, and it was like almost half the room. And I was just super proud of that moment, because that's amazing. Like, that's where I started, that's where I want them to be, and I want them to continue to grow with the company as we grow.
Yeah. So can you still operate all the machinery in here? Can I put you on any station and you're able to get it done?
Everything but the laser.
Everything but the laser.
The lasers are the new latest and greatest. So I haven't gone through the training, but like our robotic area, I grew up in robotics, so teaching myself how to do that. As far as what's the next step for that, well, that's another training process.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's
definitely,
amazing.
I can run all the old machines. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
That was my childhood.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that compartmentalization. Typically, when you have a bunch of companies under an umbrella, or they're being acquired, right?
Yes.
You start to have problems, right? Companies
Right.
get gutted by private equity all the time.
That's right.
And then everything goes down the tubes.
Yeah.
The connections, the creators, the customers, everything is down to dollars, right? And
Yeah.
obviously a company needs to be profitable, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what are you guys doing differently as Chandler compared to some of the other groups that are out there?
Yeah, so moving into what we'd be considered as private equity, it's really family office style. So our goal is not to buy, build, and sell. Our goal is to buy, enrich lives, and hold, and actually build from there. So this is a long-term move for every company we invest in or partner with, et cetera. So like, for example, the new FSR deal that we just
Yeah.
did. Well, FSR was a marketing partner of ours, and we loved their product, and they were looking to move out of the market. So that was a great opportunity for us to add value to products that we already offer. And now it's one big package unit. So things like that, where we're trying to invest in long-term growth. I don't want to get out of this business. I'm here for forever. I want my kids to be involved and the next generation. So trying to build these companies to where they're long, have a long runway.
Yeah.
They can grow forever. It's not going to be a perfect scenario. We're not here to, we talk about this a lot. We're not here to make money. We're here to create value. So we create value for each other first. If we can't do that, it doesn't work. Then we create value for our customers. And then if we're not exploring, we're not doing our job. And exploring means trying new things, trying to fail. If we're not making mistakes, we're not learning.
Yeah.
So someone asked me a while back, like, gosh, how do you guys understand how to do all this manufacturing? And I said, just trial and error.
Figure it out.
We just try new
Dude,
stuff.
I interview and I've met a lot of owners, especially people in your position. The overarching idea is figure it out.
Yeah.
That's all everybody does. The
That's right.
craziest, most engineered or highest level of engineering companies in this space are started by people who dropped out of college.
That's right.
Or have no engineering background. They're like, I just sat behind a computer, I picked up a book, and I figured it out until we made it work. So I
Right.
love that you guys are doing that. Now you have Backwoods,
Right.
CTA, which is
CTA.
Chandler Truck Accessories.
That's right.
And then the vacuum.
Chandler Vac.
Chandler Vac.
Yes.
And Go FSR.
Go FSR.
Freespirit Recreation.
Right.
And then
Starwood Customs.
Starwood Customs.
So that's a new wrinkle.
Yes.
So this last year we bought Starwood Customs. They're a local upfit shop.
Mm-hmm.
All things vehicles. They install, build, put together, lift, wheels, tires, any racks, lighting, etc. That's what their specialty is.
Okay.
So we were continually being asked to install the product that we offered through all of our brands, and we would lean on local installers for that. And it got to the point where I was having friends left and right say, hey, can you build me this truck, or can you outfit,
It made sense.
And I was just like, it's time to do something. And Starwood, the owner, was a friend of ours, and he kind of reached out and was like, hey, I'm ready to do something different. And it's like, timing couldn't be better.
Yeah.
It's time for us to jump into this.
Perfect.
So yeah, we bought them last year, and same situation, just work on building them into something bigger and better. And it's a really fun project.
Very exciting.
But great
Yeah.
molding it all together. So now we have a place for everyone to come get the product installed.
That's amazing.
That was the goal.
One last thing, and then we'll kind of wrap up the intro here and we'll
Yeah.
get into the shop,
Okay.
right? Tell me about how you got into Backwoods. How did you get into overland, right? At one point where you're like, I want to go into off-road and overland space. How does that happen?
Complete accident. So at the time, we had just launched CTA, and we were building toolboxes for.
So those were first.
That
CTA was first.
CTA was
Okay.
first. So, backstory to that is Chandler Vac is our old business. Its main focus is building parts and pieces for other companies. So parts of 18-wheelers, parts of big tanker trucks. A lot of it has to do with a vacuum system for like a big vac truck or super sucker truck. And so that market is very cyclical, and it has its highs and lows. And at the time, we were getting very busy in the energy market. And when the energy market died, we had to lay off a bunch of people, and I vowed to never do that again, ever. So diversification was in our DNA from then on.
Yeah.
And we were like, nope, it's different markets, different products. Let's go in a different direction.
So diversification. That's the new
Diversification.
keyword that we're going to start putting behind everything.
That's right.
Diversification and figure it out. We got to figure out a cool motto somewhere. But
Yeah.
okay, I think that's enough for the intro. I know people want to see what you guys have going on
Yeah.
here. It's super impressive. There's a lot to get through. Let's start. What building are we in?
Okay.
Let's start kind of walking around, point us in the direction. Looks
Yeah.
like raw material.
Raw
right
material
here.
building. So right
Yeah.
now, this building is all raw material. So we have about 25 different raw materials that we can use, and that's different sheet sizes or
So
materials.
this over here, this is all like raw
This
aluminum.
is all
and stuff
raw
like that.
aluminum. Yes. So a lot of our Backwoods products are aluminum. We go with the lightweight,
Right.
the non-rust, also very sturdy, which that's a misconception. Oh, aluminum, it's gonna
Not that weak.
It's-
Yeah.
It's not true. Most products in the market now in automotive are aluminum or some form of aluminum. If you think about how vehicles are made, it's all weight related. So we've stuck with that model. We use strength where we need it. So it's engineered that way to use aluminum and some carbon steel
Right.
where it needs to be. So that's just one of our
Yeah.
unique offerings. So this building is raw material. Every product gets started here and goes through our cutting process and our finishing process to get prepped for welding and shaping. So
Okay.
we'll go from raw material to be cut. From cut, it'll go to shaping. From shaping, it'll go to welding, and then move on to paint, finishing, assembly, etc.
And we'll see a lot of that.
We'll
so
see that.
let's, should we do like, I don't want to call it 360, right? Kind of tell us like what's
Yeah.
going on over there if we want to look at anything.
So
or...
our maintenance department's up here.
Yeah.
All new machines come in over here. Like right now, we have a new robot we're programming.
I see that.
Yeah, so it's
the
a
na-
Nachi. So
yeah.
a Nachi robot is actually designed to load another robot.
Okay.
So it picks up products from pallets.
Can we look at it real
We can,
quick?
yeah, we can run up
if
there and
that's
look at
okay.
it.
All right, so this is the Nachi, the robot that
Yes.
works on robots.
That's right.
All
Latest
right.
and greatest. So this product is designed to, it's a handling robot. So we'll go look at our welding machines in a minute. Our welding machines are set up in a way where you load fixtures with product, and then the robots weld the product on the fixture. This robot is designed to load and unload those fixtures. So if you have an assembly line and you have a roller system where that product is ready to be picked up and loaded, this machine will come over, pick it up, load it into the welding robot, pick up the other one that was just finished, and move it to the next roller system.
Okay.
Move it to the next stage. So it's efficiency. So everything
Yeah.
we're investing in now is repeatability, efficiency, consistency.
Process. That's the
All
other thing I
processes.
talk to about
Yeah.
a lot of business owners. If you're a young entrepreneur out there, you're trying to start a business, you will die without the right processes,
That's
right?
right.
Or you won't be able to scale,
That's
right?
right.
Because that's when you start to get the bigger problems at scale.
Yeah.
Problems multiply, right?
That's right.
So this right here, process
So-
efficiency, that's what's helping you guys
That's right.
stay running
That's right.
smoothly.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Okay. So anything else over here, or just a whole lot of maintenance?
Yeah,
and-
all the maintenance.
Okay.
Things come here to get fixed, get set up, etc., and then they move into the other facility.
All right, so now let's probably go check out
go
some
check out the
lasers.
cut- yeah, the
let's
laser
do that.
cutters, yeah.
All right, so we're by the lasers now.
Yes,
What's
yes.
going on over here?
So
You
there's-
lead the way.
Yeah, there's two Mazak lasers.
Okay.
We have a 4K and a 10K. We've had this machine about 10 years, this one about 5 years. We just purchased a new one. So all of these machines will be moved into our other building soon, and we're going all automated. So these machines are currently being loaded and unloaded by hand, so one sheet at a time. Our next investment is going to be fully automated on the load-unload side. So
Okay.
the machine will run 24/7 by itself, unattended, as long as there's material in the stack
Yeah.
and the drawings are loaded. So let's say we're going to build 100 bumpers or 200 boxes or 100 racks. They'll load that order into the queue and it will cut by itself.
Yeah.
And when it's done cutting, it'll be sorted with the robot. Put on a pallet and
That's
be
cool.
stored in a system where we can come pick it up and take it to the next station.
Okay. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So raw material, steel, aluminum.
Steel, aluminum, stainless
It's
steel.
loaded here.
Yep.
And then cut out into all the basic shapes.
Every
right?
shape you can imagine. So like
Okay.
here's a shape
Yeah,
right
let's
here.
take a look. Oh, we got some stuff right
Yep.
here. Okay.
So panel pieces. And these are all smooth to the touch.
Okay.
So it can cut full sheets of this in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
Just runs through the entire sheet, and they're constantly loading and unloading it. That's why we want to go to the automation side.
Yeah.
We need to be able to cut more.
It's that repetitive labor that
Right.
slows you down.
That's right.
A lot of people, and we talked about this in my last shop tour, they're like afraid of robotics, right?
Oh.
Probably the same way they were afraid of cars when,
Right.
when we went from horses to cars, right?
That's right.
But what they don't realize is that like a lot of these things are not going to replace people. They're
Right.
going to elevate people into different positions.
Exactly right.
And that's what we want. We want to put people in high skill positions.
That's right.
And we want machines to do monotonous, terrible labor, right?
That's exactly
And the
right.
loading and unloading is exactly why, you know, this is not something to be afraid of, right?
For sure,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Cool.
No, this is something that we lean into is, you know, giving everyone the opportunity to learn more, learn a new skill, a new trade, be a technician, not just a worker or
and
a
grow with the
laborer.
company, right?
Grow with the company.
Yeah.
So we're on to bigger and better things all the time, and just, you know, technology, embracing it is one of the things we're really heavy into right now.
Yeah.
Is taking everyone to the next level. Like, I just want to have fun with it, and I want them to enjoy what they do. So if they come in here and they're excited to be a part of this company and
Yeah.
be excited to build these products every day, we can invest in anything they want that helps them out. Like that's
love
our
it.
goal, is to just make it the best it can be.
Amazing. All right, so anything else in this building, or is
From here, all these parts get cut and they
Okay.
get transported across the parking lot to our big facility, and
Okay.
from there it gets shaped, welded, assembled, etc.
okay, so we're gonna go over there
We're
now.
gonna go next door,
All right,
yeah.
let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so we're in the main production
Main
building.
production facility.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So from here, those cut parts we saw just a minute ago, they come over here into jobs.
So this
So
is all.
each-
These are all your jobs.
These are all
right
the
here.
jobs. So depending on the product or the quantity, sometimes the job is 4 pallets, 10 pallets, depends on what it is. They get labeled with the work order number, the product number, and they, the bending team comes and picks up their queue for the day. So maybe they have 10 jobs they're working on today. They'll come pull that job, take it over to the brake press, and start bending
Okay.
that product.
So cut, then
cut,
bend.
bend.
Okay.
Yep. And so, like right now, we're working on some small parts.
Okay.
These are all brackets. So depending on what this product is, he's building a box right now.
Okay.
It's his job today. So he's bending all these brackets for this,
The adapt box.
the adapt box. Yeah. So we have 3 of these bending machines,
Yeah.
and these guys run all day, every day. So any kind of prepped work, they're pulling that next order, running through them. These machines are all CNC automatic, so tells them the tooling, tells them they pull up the bend program, runs through the cycle, make sure we do one for a test, make sure it meets the spec, and then they'll mass produce.
It looks complicated, but it sounds like they've done a good job to simplify the operation at least.
They have, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it so big? Like I've seen small press brakes. Does this have like crazy capacity?
It does.
Is that what
it
is?
does. This is a 200 ton, so it's
200 ton.
200 ton. It's
pressure.
very big.
Wow.
We originally had this for doing the biggest bumpers possible. So like some of those bumper bends were, 6 feet in length, or big boxes.
So you had to fit the
We
whole
had to
thing
fit the whole thing
side
in there.
to side. Yeah.
Now
yeah,
we
yeah.
have an actual box machine, so we don't have to use the entire size of this. So we have some different machines now where it's product specific, and we can keep it kind of tailored to that type of product flow.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So from here you bend, and then they stack orders
So
together.
these are freshly bent parts
Freshly
right
bent. So
here.
this is the
okay.
Tacoma front bumper
All right.
front section.
Yeah.
So they'll mass produce these, and then they'll move on to the next station.
Yeah. So
So-
that's the new 4th gen Tacoma
4th gen
bumper
Tacoma,
in pieces.
ready
right
to go,
there.
yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, there's
Yep.
so many parts, dude. I bet you it takes a lot to stay organized, right?
does.
That's the other thing here. You got to stay organized because you're gonna get lost.
That's
There
right.
it looks like there's 100,000 individual pieces in here right now.
So we
maybe
build,
more, a million.
We
I don't
build
know.
600 different products in this facility.
That's crazy.
So different, and I'd say a bumper is one product. So
Yeah.
600 types of products, and that's where we got started in our company, was building for other companies. So
Mm-hmm.
learning to adapt and be flexible with our manufacturing process and style, which that's what helps us to build boxes and bumpers and
Yeah.
parts of 18-wheelers and all that
You
stuff.
guys do a
So
lot.
We do all kinds of stuff.
Seemingly related, but sometimes not at all, right?
That's right, that's
Very
right.
cool. Diversification. right?
Diversification.
Awesome.
Key word.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's
Yeah.
next now?
So from here we go to welding.
Okay.
So robotic welding. So like here we are taking those front bumper pieces
Yeah.
and he's tacking them up, getting it prepped for the robot to weld.
So tacking means like you're gonna take the individual stuff, it's
Yes.
all slotting together, and then we're
together.
just lightly holding the bumper together.
That's right.
And then the robot's gonna come in and do all the work.
Yes, the robot will come in and do the big
work.
welds.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
the big
Okay.
welds. And then the technician will check out the work, inspect it, and make any adjustments that need to be made for the next product that goes through. A lot of times, once you do one or two, the run is complete, so it can be rinse and repeat over and over and over without too many variants.
Yeah.
But every product gets inspected fully, and we do have red tag systems. So these technicians are trained to where if they feel like it's not good enough for their truck, it gets red tagged.
Okay.
And it gets fixed or replaced completely. So we have a zero tolerance policy. If it's not something you want on your truck or your vehicle,
Yeah.
it doesn't pass.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So is this one of those new bumpers right here, the new 4th gen?
It is.
That's hot.
Yes, it's
don't,
hot.
Don't touch that.
Very
I
hot.
put
That's
my
right.
bare hands on that. I'm
You can
like,
feel
whoa.
the heat coming off of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very warm. So yeah, this is one of the first.
That's right.
4th gen Tacoma production bumpers
That's
right
right.
here.
That's right.
Very cool. In the raw.
That's right.
Literally. Very cool. I like it. That looks awesome. And then this is that's a robotic welder. Okay.
We open this door? Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. And
He's
see
gonna open
what,
it up for us so we can see it. Yep. Okay. So this bumper gets put on this fixture with when it's packed up, and this robot, this table will position it in a way where the robot can reach every weld, and that way it's fully consistent all the time.
Yeah.
So it knows it can change its variance also. So depending on what it feels as the welds go on, it's self-sensing,
Yeah.
and it can adjust its line or adjust its heat or penetration.
So you guys have a lot of jigs, I imagine. For everything
yeah.
is jig.
Every
Everything is
bumper
a
has its
different
own
bumper.
fixture. Yeah.
Okay, a fixture. That's
Yes,
what we're calling
yes,
it. Okay.
yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
we'll when a new product comes through, we'll build one of these by hand. So we'll build the probably first 3 or 4 prototypes by hand,
Yeah.
all old school style, and then we'll start building fixtures around them, so that way we can mass produce them. So we'll bring
okay.
that fixture in, test it in here. So like we'll have some after hours testing where they'll weld up 5 bumpers and then make adjustments, come back and forth and make little tweaks to the fixture and move on.
So once it's tacked and they put it on
Yes.
the fixture,
Yep.
the door just comes down
Door
and
closes,
then the robot just does
starts.
its thing?
Yep.
Okay.
So this technician's out working on the next product. So they're tacking and prepping the next
Efficiency.
product.
Yeah, yeah.
Efficiency,
There's no downtime, no loss of
Yeah.
no loss of time there.
So
That's awesome.
some of these bumpers take 15 minutes to weld. Some of them take 40 minutes to weld. Depends on how complicated and how many welds there are.
Sure. Super cool, man. What's
Yeah.
next?
Okay, from here, we go to finishing.
Finishing.
So we have a finishing robot. And
This
so,
guy right here?
yeah, we go from
it's
welding to
running right
finishing.
now. Oh, I thought it was a robot. It's
No,
not.
he's doing the touch-up
Yeah,
work
okay.
for it.
Yeah.
So like he has the same cycle, same type of robot,
Yeah.
but it has a grinding wheel and a sanding wheel on the robot.
Okay.
So same fixture,
Goes on a fixture. Okay.
holds on the fixture, and then what he's doing is touching up all the other
So
imperfections.
this is how you get that nice clean finish, is
Yeah.
that after it's done welding, you guys really clean down the profiles and
That's
make
right.
it all pretty.
That's right. So the robot does the heavy lifting part of that. So the major grinding work.
Like this, you're saying?
Yes,
Like
yeah. So it'll do
okay.
the main surfaces.
Yeah.
And then every technician comes out and hand touches, going back to that. If it's not good enough for my truck,
Sure.
why am I passing it through? So that's their goal,
Very
is to make
cool.
it like top notch.
Another 4th gen bumper, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we're doing a run of these is going through
We
right
are,
now,
yeah,
right?
yes, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, they're
So
over
we have
here.
a bunch of them. Yeah.
Very cool. So I remember at one point, you guys were doing swing outs, then you weren't. One of the things that I remember being told was the efficiency of this line. This cannot stop
That's
to
right.
manufacture one product
That's right.
because it's tons of money and lost time out the door, right?
That's right.
So when
That's
you
right.
guys do these things, like in the bumpers, they have to be done in batches.
Right.
They have to be done seamlessly, and you can't just drop something to go weld one bumper for somebody, right?
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah. So our style of business is we want to mass produce. We want to have all the products in inventory. So when you as a customer orders it, it ships today. That's our goal.
Yeah.
So we want you to get, that email saying, hey, my order's shipped. I placed it yesterday night. It's shipping this afternoon. and you're like, wow, I get to work on that project immediately.
Yeah, you guys are really good about that. Lead times in this industry are a big problem, especially on fabricated parts.
Right.
The fact that you guys have stock a lot of the times is very impressive.
Right, thank you. Yeah, so we're not a job shop. We are a manufacturing facility, and that's the style. So it's a big
That's the difference. That's the nuance of it, right? Yeah, for sure. Very cool. All right.
So from here, the bumper gets finished up. We have different stations for like the hand touching or just the finish work.
Yeah, he's
like
jamming.
He's one of those guys who's our perfectionist. So he's like saying, I don't like that angle. I don't like how it looks.
Yeah.
He's going to touch it up and finish it. And that way it gets ready for paint.
Beautiful, beautiful. What do you got here? You guys making some steps?
Making some steps for Sprinter vans right now.
Oh, okay.
So Rome built Sprinter vans. Their product line, we build their products for this facility
So
too.
you guys don't just do B2C. You're not just to the consumer.
We do B2B
You're
too.
also doing a lot of B2B, right? Because a lot of people don't have access to this, so then they come to you and say, can you help us?
That's what our company was founded on, B2B.
Okay.
So we have about 900 customers that we build products for. So we also can private label. We can build other people's products for them. Depends on where the assembly area is going and what we're working on.
So if a company is watching, you know, you guys are ready. You guys are ready to work.
That's what we do. Yeah,
call,
that's right.
Call Chris.
That's right.
Chris will get you taken care of.
That's right.
Very cool. All right, so more parts, more pieces, rear bumpers.
That's right.
Okay. Why are these primed or something?
These are primed, ready to go paint.
All right. I heard that you guys are going to bring powder coating in-house now too.
That's right.
Right? It's like the only thing I think you guys don't do.
That's right.
And now you're going to start doing powder coating.
That's right. So this entire building will be all laser cutting in the future. So in about 3 months, we'll have 2 automated machines laser cutting. Then we'll move down into brake presses. So all our bending machines will be the next step. Then we'll have automatic welding. And then from there, where we used to have our warehouse, that'll be our powder coating facility. So we'll move straight down.
The one that we came from?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will have conveyors moving products continuously to the paint section.
Like from building to building?
Right down this area.
Dude, that's so
right
cool.
down this area.
Yeah.
So we'll have conveyors taking those products to the paint area.
Yeah.
And we're going to invest in the most automated paint system we can get. So that way you're just loading parts and it paints itself.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So now here we're starting to see some finished products, some boxes.
Yeah, these are boxes. So
these are for like vans and stuff, right?
Vans, trucks, all kinds of variants.
Okay.
So we build about 150 different types of boxes also. So it's
a lot of boxes.
It's a big product, yeah. So like our new Tacoma box, that goes through this same process.
Oh, dude, you guys, you're onto something with those boxes, man. The Adapt boxes, and I forget what the Backwoods ones are called, but those are probably 2 of the most game-changing products that I haven't seen anybody else doing. So you guys are on the right track. I like those a lot.
Right. Yeah. So those are all products that have derived through personal use, or I wish I had this.
Yeah.
And that mentality. So like we get with our team and talk through like, what are the needs? What do we need to store? How would you use this truck or this SUV? And go through that entire process, and we start developing products based on a value. So what's the value of this product? Am I copying on what's on the market? We absolutely never do that.
Yeah, you guys, I don't think there's a single thing you guys have copied. Like your bumper designs, nobody else makes bumpers like that.
That's right.
Especially that traditional like little indent, the little bevel and everything. Nobody's doing that kind of stuff. Your bed racks, your boxes designs, they're all unique. And I like that because there's a lot of people piggybacking in the industry.
That's right.
Now anybody can make a bumper, but it's the design and what's kind of that element that makes it unique to your company, right?
Yes,
That's really what we're looking for, and you guys definitely have that look.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so we never look at what's on the market. We pay attention, but it's more we talk to customers directly, and we think about how we would use the product, and that's how we develop. So someone may have a different design or something, and we're like, yeah, they're all great. We feel like it's best this way.
Sure.
And that's how we develop.
Sure.
So
Each their own, for sure.
That's right. So this area is assembly.
Okay.
So once those products now come back from our paint shop, they get put through they go through like a QC process. So they'll pull all the painted products, make sure they get assembled correctly, packaged correctly.
So this is like the 10th QC step.
QC, yeah. So they will go through every product, make sure it has all the instructions, it has the product, they have a full list, like a checklist they go through, and make sure all the parts and pieces are there, ready to be put on.
Okay, and then they package it up?
package it up, and then it goes to the warehouse.
And then that's where they do all the fulfillment and the shipping and everything, right?
That's right. So our current warehouse is right around the corner, or was. Now Backwoods has its entire own facility to do that.
We're gonna go there soon. Yeah,
so we will keep manufacturing here always, and that way they have their own R&D at the Backwoods building, so they can build all the first articles there and testing, and then send it to us and say, all right, ready for mass production. We'll mass produce, paint, package, ship it back to them on our own truck, and they can deliver to the customer.
I just got a rear bumper. We put your new 4th gen rear bumper on my truck.
Yes,
we did an install video and everything. That's probably one of the first products that's now going to come over for a full production run, because now we're finally ready, right?
That's right.
Very cool.
Yes.
It's a good bumper. We'll show you more about that. We'll show you more about that stuff later.
Right.
All right, so we're getting close to the end here. What else do
so
we got?
this area right here is our current toolbox production. So we are able to build about 75 boxes per day on each line. So we talk about those Tacoma bed boxes. We can build 75 in one shift. So our goal is to mass produce over and over and over. So the quality has to be there. Going back to that, every technician is mindful of this product that goes through the process. And if it fails, they red tag and they kick it out.
Yeah. Dude, there is a lot going on in here. We just turned the corner and there's like 50 dudes and girls. I'm sure everybody here, guys and gals, they're working. This is a manufacturing facility.
That's right.
It might be kind of obvious, but I'm like looking at it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I've been here before, but it wasn't this busy. And now, dude, these guys are cranking over here.
Yeah.
This is impressive.
So we currently have a 12-week cycle. So we are planned and ready to go every 12 weeks.
Okay.
So every new week we drop off a week and add a new week of what we're going to build. So like they know exactly what they're doing for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
And if we need, if we have adjustments, we'll make them as we go. And that's where, like, right now there are 2 toolbox lines. We'll eventually have 5 toolbox lines. And in bumper areas, we'll have multiple bumper areas. We're kind of moving away from hand welding altogether, except for like prep and tack work or fix work.
Yeah. What do you have to say to people that are like, you got to have a fabricator sitting there and doing everything, right? Because some people are like, they can, it's one or the other, right?
Yeah.
But what is your take on that? Is it, because it's very clean, it's repeatable, right? And it's consistent, which is what I imagine that you're going to tell me.
Yes, yeah. So like, to each their own, everyone has a different style. I think there's always going to be a place for the custom fabricator, the custom work.
Sure.
That's not our style as a company. So our style is repeatable, dependable. You know exactly what you're getting when you buy from us. And we want to make sure that you're happy when you get it.
And scalable, right? Because one guy sitting welding a bumper, he might have hours into one bumper.
That's right.
Where it's like you can load up a few robots and you can build 20 bumpers.
That's
and
right.
Then people, I don't know about the consumer I don't think they're complaining too much, but they definitely complain about lead times, right?
They do.
So it's like, do you want to wait 14 weeks for a bumper, or you want these guys to have 100 of them in stock, right? It's like, it's a balance, right?
Yeah, we try to be the customer. So that's one of the things that I always preach to our team is, if that were you, what are your expectations? We want to be able to meet those customers' expectations, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Is it a great product? Is it a great price? Is it a great value? Did they get it on time? That matters to us too. So like, one of the things that is upsetting as a company is when we're behind schedule. So like, we'll come out and the team will jump on projects together to help speed up and get back on schedule. So our customers are happy. That way we can meet demand and no one's sitting around waiting to like, you go through like a Black Friday sale and like
you
this
get
last
your
year
bumper
just
5
jumps
months
off
later,
the cliff, so we're trying to have that ready to go in stock, ship direct, ship immediately, and that way that customer's fulfilled when they get it.
Very cool, very cool. What do we got going on? To see another robot?
So this is a robot polishing machine.
Okay.
So we make some boxes that are polished doors. So like,
like this
they would take this material and polish it into a mirror. So we can do that in-house.
Wow.
Machine.
I don't think I saw this last time. It was here, but I don't think I saw it.
Yeah.
But that's cool. All right. So is it automated? Does it get put on
it does.
the fixture and then it just brings it over?
You load it, load the part, unload the part, and that's all the technician does.
That's
and they
awesome.
they program it.
Yeah. We got a lot of robots, and there's still, like I said, like
we have
a bunch of guys working over here still. No one's out of a job over here.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So what's next now?
So once these orders are produced and they get assembled, right now they go to the warehouse, which we'll walk down there and see that process. But that's in the middle of we're moving the warehouse out of this building into these new facilities.
Yeah. Let's check it out. All right. So it's much quieter in here.
It's a lot quieter.
It's a completely different environment.
Yes.
This is then the shipping area, correct?
Currently, still is a shipping area for a couple more days.
For now.
For now.
For now.
So we are in the middle of moving into 2 new facilities. One of those is a complete turnkey finished goods warehouse, and it's about 10 minutes away.
That's where the Backwoods?
That's not where the Backwoods team is.
That's
where
one.
the CTA products go.
Oh, okay.
We're starting to split these up into their own pods and different buildings. So they'll have their own facility. Backwoods will have their own facility, which they do now. It's open. So like a Backwoods product would come down the ramp, get loaded on a truck, and go to their building.
Dude, the logistics of this place is, I can't even wrap, I don't think a lot of people at home understand. Like start out in like your garage, you know, and then there's this, which is a level of like structure.
Yes.
And it's just like if everything is not routined and formatted and processed, the entire system would basically collapse.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
And you just don't get to this size, to this scale, like we were saying, without processing all those things.
That's right. Yeah. So the future, this space that we're standing in now will be paint. So powder coating. The products will come down that ramp on a conveyor to the paint team. The paint team will load into the system, and we're talking robotic powder coating. That's our goal.
Okay.
So
I don't think I've ever seen robotic powder
pretty cool.
coating.
It's the next latest.
We'll have to come back. We'll do another shop tour when the powder coating. We'll do a powder coating specific tour.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll powder coat in this area, and those products will come back off the line from being to dry and cool down, and then we'll have assembly in this entire space. So you will be assembling the products you're painting.
So they're literally painting, curing, assembling.
Packaging.
Okay.
Truck.
Then warehousing.
Go to the truck, they go to warehouses wherever we have them.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So the goal is going back to that, having that inventory ready to ship immediately at any given moment. If we offer a product, we want to have it available for every customer.
Yeah. Dude, this is something else, man.
Yeah.
Something else. All right, is that pretty much it then? I mean, I know there's obviously a lot of stuff here, but you're saying we're going to be moving it.
That's right.
But that's kind of the gist of it.
Yeah, that's the kind of the process that we have right now.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Okay, how many of these tours have you done? How many people have you shown around like
hundreds,
this?
Hundreds and hundreds, yes.
Okay. I hear you guys are pretty involved with like the local community too.
We are,
Like, dude, guys, this company is like so dedicated. It's big, right? It's a huge operation, but it's so dedicated to the average consumer and to the community, right? So you guys are having high school kids come out here.
We are.
And kind of fostering the next generation of like, look at what you get into, because many areas are starting to get shortages, right?
Right.
And especially manufacturing, like everybody wants to be a stock trader.
That's
Everybody wants
right.
to day trade and make $100,000 a day, but that's not realistic.
No.
People don't realize how well these jobs can pay, how much potential there still is in this industry, and ultimately kind of circling back to community outreach, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are trying to support your local community. You're obviously bringing a ton of money, a ton of jobs, a ton of business, and now you're even bringing in education, right? With the kids, and you're having them out here.
That's
you're doing hundreds of shop tours.
That's right,
so.
yeah. So we've partnered with all the high schools in the local area, giving them tours. My wife and I go talk to them and talk about education levels, what type of training, all the way through to the right attitude, what are things that are really important in today's world. College doesn't equal success for a lot of these kids, and trying to help them understand that. But firsthand, like, saying, hey, that job pays this, but if you start in this job, you could get to this job, and it pays this, and this is all the process change. Or, our chief revenue officer, he started working in the warehouse. Like having people like that to say, like, you can move up in these companies, you just have to put your mind to it and be active and want to have fun. That's going back to it's what we do.
I'm sure you're a super busy guy. So the fact that, I don't even have that much time left in a day. You probably have 10 times less, and you're still finding a moment to
yeah.
do something like go engage with the community. And that's not normal either, right?
That's
a lot
what
of these
matters.
guys, they're on their phone, they're on their business, you know, that they're sometimes maybe they're not even home, but you're like, hey, I can do all that. I can
Yeah.
do the business.
Yeah.
Sure, you got a family, and then I'm going to stop by the high school and give a quick talk to these kids.
That's
So
right. That's right.
that's really
Yeah.
cool.
One of our biggest like focuses as a family, and actually as what we're trying to accomplish, is community involvement. So we're trying to build the community. We're trying to build the next generation. We're trying to, you know, leave it better than we found it. That's kind of how our mentality is. So like all these businesses that we're acquiring or merging with or all that, it's all to build something greater than us.
Yeah.
And that's passed on to the next generation. And like, I want my kids to be here if they want to be here, or everyone else's kids. I want them to be involved and be a part of this cool thing we're doing. And just because it's fun, like we're having fun doing this, and
everybody here is smiling too. It's like you don't really see people
the
that are
point.
like sad in the corner
No,
or something.
that's the
Everybody's
point.
laughing, smiling. It's super chill. It's like you feel like you're just like hanging out with the boys out
Yeah.
here, especially at like the Backwoods facility yesterday.
That's what it's
I mean,
about.
everywhere, but we're hanging out, right?
That's right.
There's a saying, and I'm gonna butcher it because I don't remember it exactly, but on the note of what you just said, it's like society flourishes when old men plant trees that they'll never see grow, right? And that's basically what you just said, is that we are planting those trees. We're never gonna see their fruit. Maybe that's what it is, that you don't get to see their fruit, but you're at least gonna know that you left it in the best state you possibly could, right? And that's all you can do at the end of the day.
Yeah, we can't take this with us. We're just here to build it for the next generation.
Well, cool. Well, I think that wraps everything up then. Chris, you are the man.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. This is great. We'll have to come back. And now we're going to go with Grant to some of the other buildings and facilities, catch some B-roll and everything. But thank you again so much.
No, glad to be here and glad to show off what we do.
We'll be back. Now we're back at the new Backwoods HQ. I'm here with Grant. Grant, tell the people who you are, what you do, and let's get on with the tour of the new facility.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, my name's Grant. I'm the marketing director here at Backwoods, and I do the social media, website stuff, videos, photos, all the marketing, and also I have to tag in Jo and Mo sometimes to help me, but we're a really thin crew here, and we kind of like it that way. But yeah, there's a lot to show you guys in this brand new building. We've been here like 2 months now, only 2 months. We've also just acquired FSR, which is super cool. So what you're about to see is wild, dude. It's the craziest time for you to be here, honestly, because we're getting pallets and stuff of FSR product and trying to get these two companies working together. So there's a lot to talk about, but I'm ready. Let's do it.
It's hectic.
Yeah.
There's a lot to see, but we are in the main office here. So why don't we start here? Show us the workstations.
Yeah. So this is by design to be open and super collaborative. It's really cool because Mo and Jo are on the phones, are our sales guys, and we'll show you kind of their offices. But Mo and Jo are here, and we got engineering over here, Ethan and Evan, and then my office is over there. So we get to hear customers call in. We get to, bounce feedback around all the time. It's just really cool because we're not closed off in our own offices, and it feels like we're kind of this little family. And so that's super cool. And no one's here right now because they're all in the shop. Like I said, today's crazy. We're actually going for a content run with you later today in the woods in the Ozarks. So they're getting ready, putting tents on, stuff like that. So yeah, look at the madness. I kind of want to show you guys all of our desks because it kind of reflects our personalities as well. So this is Ethan. We got to get him on camera. He's super camera shy, by the way. So we're going to stick a camera in his face, and it's going to be great.
Perfect.
This is his desk. He is still in school. He's one of our engineering and product designers. He works with Evan, and he's got stuff everywhere, dude. He's got like propane mounts he's working on. A cluttered desk just reflects all the things he's got going on, right?
He's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah, he's a young buck too, but man, he's got the second gen Tacoma out there, LS swapped. DIY camper, just such a cool dude. We're super lucky to have him. What do you think, Evans?
Sure. Are you gonna do the load cell?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. This is a big deal.
If you ever come here, you will be put to the strength test of the load cell.
That's right. No, literally, like our UPS drivers that come in here, they have to pass this, or not pass the test. They have to do the test, and we have this running scoreboard. We'll show you over there of everybody's strength. Anyway, this tests winch pulls, and basically we just got this in to just see like an actual rating on our bumpers, on our shackles, stuff like that. But in the meantime, we've just literally been trying to press it.
It's a strongman competition.
It's a macho man comp. Yeah.
They figured out that you could push on it instead of pull on it. Yeah. And so you zero it out, you sit down, and you try to set the record, which Grant is currently tied for first.
Yeah.
Strongest man alive.
Pretty wild. I actually don't know how that's possible. There's plenty bigger dudes that have set records, or should be setting records.
Sure.
This is Mo's dojo in here. We also have standing desk, which is really nice because we're really active. Like this area in here is super collaborative, like I said, so we're always getting up and walking to each other's desks and things like that. Mo actually has a treadmill because he eats a lot of cookies, so that helps with his physique.
Helps keep his lean physique.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, everything is kind of nuts right now because we've only been in here 2 months, so it's also kind of dirty. But this is my office. I love lamps. Shout out to the wife for the lamps. So
those are some good lamps.
Yeah, got to keep it nice and chill in there.
And we got the 3D printer over here.
We got the 3D printer. Yeah, this is super handy for like printing. Like the other day, we actually printed a blind spot monitor sensor to test on the truck. Like it's just super handy to have this all the time. Prototyping little parts and seeing what fits and whatnot.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it, but we put a bumper on my truck.
Yes, we did.
We could call it the first final.
Yeah, that's fair.
The first final production. So this is going to set the tone now. We're going to be going into full production with the rear bumper on my 4th gen. That'll be a separate video. That'll be separate content. Maybe we'll show you guys before we leave here today. But yeah, some of that utilizes the 3D printed components. The little BSM cover is 3D printed.
Yeah, these new trucks are so complex, dude.
Yeah.
There's so many more parts and stuff. But
I think there was 6 sensors, 8 sensors, a lot. There's a lot, and these guys are figuring it out. So
that's also why it takes forever. Compared to like previous gens of like R&D and prototyping, it's these sensors, dude. We gotta like figure it out here and then go recalibrate it at Toyota, make it the drive a million times. And
it's a whole thing.
It's a thing.
It's not that easy. You try to design a bumper.
Yeah, no kidding.
You at home.
Yeah.
But okay, are we done in this room? Should we go and check out the warehouse now?
Pretty much,
we're doing the desks.
There's some more. There's
a couple more desks.
This is J.O.'s desk. He's subbing in right now as cameraman. Nicest human being on the earth. We're so lucky to have this dude. But yeah, chances are when you answer the phone, it's either Mo or J.O. Mojo, that's the power team. It's perfect opportunity.
It is perfect. You got to make a sticker.
Yeah. Recent upgrade. Got a little punching bag. But I feel like all of us use it, and J.O. doesn't because he's just that nice. So he doesn't need it. Doesn't need it, right. And then this is kind of just a flex desk. No one's really here. It's just kind of whoever. Really, you could have used it.
I should have worked here, man. I didn't know this was here. Do I get a walking treadmill too? Does the desk go? It's not power. It's not good enough for me.
No.
It's not good enough.
This is our super low production coffee maker thing.
I like it. Are you the barista? Who's the main barista?
We kind of all are.
Barista.
Either.
Just whatever.
Got this on like Facebook Marketplace.
Little espresso machine.
Yeah, dude, just the fridge. I mean, we cranked through some coffee.
Yeah, and I see the exact replica.
Our last
of
shop
your
truck.
Old truck. Yeah.
Yep. We paid kind of a lot of money for that stupid little thing.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's cool.
It's literally exactly their old truck. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys want a coffee, Grant will make you a coffee.
It's on the house.
It's on the house.
Okay. Let's go out back.
Let's go to the warehouse.
All right, so we're out here in the main shop area, and this is kind of split into 2 areas. So right here, what you're looking at is the R&D space. We have this nice lift, which, dude, is such a game changer. I mean, putting on bumpers, doing videos out here off the ground is so sweet. All of our previous install videos were just on the ground, which is real for you guys at home. But either way, this is our space, man. We have our shop Tacoma over there. We can tuck in all of our trucks just perfectly over here and still have this area right here where we're working out of. But again, excuse the mess. We're still kind of getting moved in here, again, with acquiring FSR, getting all that stuff inventoried and situated. But this space is one of my favorites. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Lots of overhead space.
Lots of breathing room.
A huge lift. every tool you could ever want.
Yeah.
And your 4th gen. We don't have to get into this one too much, but we'll probably do some highlights of this later. But this is the full official Backwoods Adventure Mods 4th gen. And I would say the only thing that, I know this is a shop tour, but we're gonna do a little vehicle thing real fast, right? Look at this. This toolbox, toolbox?
Yeah.
We'll call it toolbox. It's probably the coolest thing I've seen in a bed rack system. So you got these little latches here. Come on, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's sweet.
Come on, who does that? Nobody
Yeah.
does that. That's who.
Yeah.
Adjustable shelves, all that. Put your gear however you want it in there. Perfect for these collapsible boxes and everything like that. I really like this. If I didn't have the GFC,
Yeah, dude.
this would be the setup. This
It's the
is
move.
amazing.
We're really good at making boxes. We've been making boxes forever, and we have lots of customers that use. Well, they see the box first, and then they are like, "Oh, I need the bed rack." Right?
yeah,
so
you have
the box
to get it.
sells it, which is cool, and yeah, you can use it for camping or work, out of it or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's my favorite thing for sure.
And now with FSR
Yep.
and everything you guys have going, the only thing that you don't have for the 4th gen are skid plates.
Right.
That's the only TBD. Otherwise,
Yep.
front bumper, rear bumper, rock sliders, bed rack, topper rack,
Yep.
tents, roof rack.
Yep. Yeah, and not to get too far down the line, but we're working on some bundle deals with FSR, and we're cooking up some really cool things where we're going to integrate our products. Maybe something cool you guys have never seen. I don't know.
Maybe.
But we have some good hopes.
We
for
have a
that, for that
tent
brand.
for your rooftop tent.
Yeah.
That's what's coming.
Right. Over here, there's some like working prototypes. So
Dude, show 'em
this
that.
one I'm most excited about, and you guys we have a video of us in the San Juan Mountains where we use this on our Land Cruiser. But this is essentially, you're doing really good at holding that.
Trying.
It's essentially a modular hitch swing where you can build it out however you want. You can do one side at a time. You can do two. It's got these panels, and it basically simulates our dual swing out bumper without the actual bumper. So on and off, obviously is going to work on any 2-inch receiver. Works with all of our like boxes and jerry can mounts and all that kind of stuff. And it again goes with our hybrid design of steel and aluminum. So we're trying to use both materials everywhere. That's kind of our signature. So yeah, a little R&D for you.
This is cool. Is this a 4th gen Tacoma winch
That
cradle?
is a winch cradle, yep.
So if you guys don't know, we talked about it a little bit before. Now you do. Hybrid systems, especially on front bumpers, steel winch cradle, aluminum shell,
Yep.
which makes it amazing for installing winches and accessories without having to wrestle with the whole bumper. I had a 3rd gen before the 4th gen. I ran all Backwoods stuff.
Yeah.
It was awesome. The biggest thing I probably missed is taking that shell off.
Yeah,
like
dude.
6, 7, 8 bolts.
Yeah.
Comes
I helped
right
a
off.
buddy install his other bumper, and I was like, "Oh, this is what you have to deal with." Like,
Yeah.
I just didn't get it, but
It happens. And this is a
Yeah.
4th gen
that right there is a
front
4th gen.
bumper?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, we just got a bunch of parts and pieces in this little spot, and yeah, tinkering on the trucks all the time, and yeah. So
Cool. Well, yeah, let's finish walking around here. You lead the way, because right now this is a lot of tents primarily,
Yeah.
right? A lot of accessories and
Yep.
whatever else comes for the tents. Looks like some mattresses maybe or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so you guys absolutely smoked us on the Black Friday sale, which we were very thankful of. But most of this inventory right now is the new FSR stuff. We just had like 10 or 11 full-size 18-wheelers just dump in here in like the last week.
Yeah.
So
So as of when we're shooting this video, this is a very recent acquisition, right? So FSR was basically acquired by Chandler Capital Group, and now it's under the umbrella, kind of how we were talking a little bit about the ownership groups in the beginning with Chris. Everything is now under the umbrella, which is a perfect complement and a diversification while we're still
right,
in
keywords.
We're still keywords. We're still in the overland space, but we're going outside of bumpers and vehicle specific stuff. We're going more universal with rooftop tent products. And FSR makes really good tents. I've
Yeah.
seen them in person. They're definitely up there. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what else they come out with. But
Absolutely, man.
for now, it's just endless amounts of existing inventory.
Yep.
And the guys are working on, they're still assembling shelves.
Yeah, that's the
they're
thing. Like
cleaning.
this week, I mean, Jo in between answering phone calls is out here drilling into the concrete and putting up racks. It's all over the place. Even contacting you has been pretty hard lately.
Yeah.
It's all over the place, man.
A lot going on for sure. All right, so here we see some Backwoods stuff.
Yeah, so right here is our temporary ish. I don't know what we're gonna do right here, but right now this space is for prepping the shipping and everything and getting stuff out the door, because we have 2 loading docks right here. So these guys are prepping all the orders and assigning labels and stuff like that and sending them out the door. So yeah, this is a lot of Backwoods stuff going out. At the time of this video, we're not quite yet ready to ship out FSR products, but hopefully actually in a couple days we will be. So then you can see back here, these racks we actually just assembled this morning. So we're kind of laying out this space here for Backwoods inventory.
Okay, so is it going to be like
Chandler.
FSR Backwoods?
Man, right now it's kind of mixed.
You're figuring it out.
This aisle is Backwoods stuff right now. There's some FSR stuff sprinkled in there, but turns out tents take up a lot of room. Quite a bit, man.
Big boxes.
Yeah, big boxes.
We got the 2 biggest things. We got bumpers and we have tents.
Yeah, you're right. Freight is real.
Freight is real. The freight is real.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, it's again kind of a funny time to film this, but dude, it's real, right? This is
what it's like, guys. We could spend days and weeks cleaning it and making it all pretty, but the reality of it is these are workspaces, right?
Yeah.
Especially in manufacturing. Good luck keeping a place spotless when you're shooting sparks and welding and doing all that stuff. So it's definitely clean though. I've been to some dirty warehouses. These are not that bad, you know. So you guys are pretty clean and organized here. Although every owner, every shop guy always says, "You think this is clean?" You know, they have high standards.
Sure,
but yeah, it'll get there. And even as it is right now, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
It's a growing company, a new acquisition, and we're here at the grassroots,
That's right.
ground level.
Yeah. Yeah, and in this building, we only have like 7 or 8 guys every day, you know, and the other building, as you guys saw, tons of workers, right?
Like over 100 people over there.
Yeah. I think we have 120. I think is what Chris said. So, yeah, it kind of feels small and like separate over here in kind of a good way. Like we kind of collab and do our own little thing, and yeah, really fortunate to have this new space too. Like it is really expanded what we can offer. Obviously, FSR, right? If we didn't have this space, I mean, there's no way, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely feel really set up for the future. We're stoked on it.
Cool. Well, I think that wraps it up, dude.
Yeah, man.
This is a long video.
Yeah.
We'll see how long it
There's a
comes
lot
out
to
to be,
it.
but there's a lot to go through. Chris had a lot to say. Grant had a lot to say. I had a lot of questions to ask, but at the end of the day, if you guys want to support a solid American business that treats its people right, productive for the local economy. I don't even know what to call it anymore. If you want to support a solid business, Backwoods Adventure Mods, FSR.
Yep.
I'm blanking on the other ones, but they don't matter as much to our audience.
Yeah,
So,
you guys are interested in this
yeah,
stuff.
you guys are going to be in the Backwoods and FSR world. So that's going to be it for this one.
Yeah.
It's another shop tour in the pipes, down the pipes.
I don't know where you're going with
We're
that.
done.
I love it.
We're done. It's in my back pocket. We're done. Thanks for watching, guys.
Now we're going to go wheel after this.
Now we're going to go wheel.
Camping and wheeling.
Yes, we're going to go camping and wheeling. So we'll show you guys some more content for that stuff soon. But thank you for sticking around for this shop tour. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.